Resolve Rock here. Let's play GeoGuessr. It is Monday, and if you're watching on Twitch and you're confused, don't worry. We are, of course, recording for the week, as I mentioned earlier, but perhaps you have forgotten because the chat has been good today, so you maybe have been transported to another world. Woo. I don't know. This is a challenge brought to us by JPP Owner, and this is a Canada J challenge. I don't know if he knew this, but I used to run the Great White North challenge here long before African Excursions, and I did that for about 30 or 40 weeks, I think. Sagittarius, he would know better than I do, and so I should hopefully know where these are, but we'll see how that goes. This is all based on, I'm assuming, Canada. Now it may not be all in Canada though, and he has info on one of these locations, so we'll figure out which one of those locations it is, and there will be information provided. If you'd like to know how to create your own challenge and send it to me, I'll tell you that at the end of the video. I just wanted to mention before I dive into here that we are on a subscriber push, so if you are hesitant about subscribing to the channel, hopefully by now you have seen beautiful things that you enjoy, especially if you're watching this GeoGuessr video. Chances are you like the GeoGuessr, and that will continue unabated whether or not you subscribe, but hopefully you will subscribe, show your support, because we're trying to get to 1,000 subs so we can become a YouTube partner again. And of course, we're trying to get up to 200 followers over on Twitch, so if you're not following again on Twitch, head on over there, twitch.tv/PurpleFrogPlays. We're also just about 30 followers away from that. Let's begin. That is a very interesting house design, very righty-in. We have a river, which narrows it down to every. I don't know if this is actually a Frank Lloyd Wright design thing, but it's certainly influenced by. What is this bus? Can we get closer to this bus? RC1 Great. Coach Canada. Tour bus. Can I help you? You just wait until I started this one? You had to be on air? Tropique Nord. François Legault. Maintenant. Is that like re-elect Francois Legault? You've been to this location. Chance, get off the marimba. Come on. Oh, I got you. Here, have a chance. Okay, now you can go. Oh, the cat bed. Cat bed. I'll bring you one. Cat bed. Something for you. Yeah. Yeah. No? I brought it closer over here. Here earlier today. The whole place will probably catch on fire because of how close to everything else, but you can sit there if you want. VAR is factored into 2 goals. Oh my god. Cameroon is claiming the ref is racist. Wow. World Cup is quite an interesting thing. What do you have to say for yourself, a giant sign? Private property, no trespassing. Okay, it's a very small sign. Very, very light. Shipping containers. We're either in Vancouver or Quebec, I suspect. Thank you for the host, Sprinting Fish. I do appreciate it. Victoria, Pont Champlain. Should have done this earlier. Dead by Daylight. What a shock! I am surprised. You don't play that game very much, do you? This is an expressway. I would like to be on this expressway. Everything is in French, which to me really implies that we're in Montreal or Quebec. Rue Carrie-Derrick Street, Port de Montreal. So we appear to be in Montreal. Exit 2 and 3 off of something. Only 700 hours? That's cute. I'm kind of glad GeoGuessr doesn't track hours. My God, would that be terrible? It did translate there, and that's it. Le Havre. I think I need a little more to go on, don't you? I think so. Gotta figure out exit 3 of what? Yes, that's something. I did see Montreal stamped on there, so I feel good about Montreal now. I just have to figure out what expressway this is. It's no longer an expressway. It's now just a road. And it is 720, maybe? It's Robert Bourassa. There's 720, which is also Notre Dame Street. There's some tunneling going on over there. Alright, we should try and figure out what street this is. It's on the water. I'm going north-south right now. Water is to the west of us. That's confusing. That's very confusing. Now I'm heading over water, going east. And this is legit. Casino, the Ile de Notre Dame. Okay, so we're going to the Ile de Notre Dame, which is one of these islands. This is that one. Okay. Okay. This is a long bridge, though. Jean de Peu. Is this island? That's St. Helens. It's not the casino. I'm so confused. Nothing is how I wish it to be. Nothing is how I wish it to be. Now I'm not even on the bridge. God damn it. GeoGuessr, you're killing me. We went south to get to that bridge, wherever we were. So we've got to be on the Avenue du Poix. Tropique Nord, yes. It's Habitat 67. We're about halfway down. That's pretty good. Is this the one that you have the information for? It is. It's a model community and housing complex in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, designed by Israeli-Canadian architect Moshe Safdie. It was originally conceived as his master's thesis in architecture at McGill, and then built as a pavilion for Expo 67. It's widely considered an architectural landmark and one of the most recognizable and spectacular buildings in both Montreal and Canada. 2007 Canada Post issued a commemorative stamp for the 50th anniversary. Thank you for the GG. I do my best game. This doesn't look like Canada. I'm very intrigued. It looks like Australia. Dingo to Middleman. The theme is Canada Day. Oh, it's Spirit of 67, it says. So this is not what I was expecting it to be. Why was this supposed to be posted somewhere around Canada Day? Just because of the first location? My whole brain was like set up to do a Canada Day challenge, and now apparently that's not true. I won't be there. There's 67. There's Dingo. There's Middlemont. Ice Art. Evo. Okay, yeah. I think we're in Dingo. '67 is the anniversary of Canada Day? Of course, the rock band featuring Daniel Oz Osborne. We were on this road, were we not? We were. Here's the Dingo post office. Success. Oh, good lord. '67 was the anniversary of Canada Day. Why is 1967 the Canada Day thing? I thought Canada Day was about Canadian independence, but apparently not. Or they just didn't create it until 1967 because they were too polite to shove it in the Britain's face. Also, this camera is disgusting. Appears to be a trailer park in Arizona. Mountains. No, so I'm sticking with Arizona for now. It was in 1867. Ah, okay. That makes more sense. And then just 100 years later, they're like, maybe we should name a day after this. I mean, the Queen is still technically the sovereign. They're just an independent member of the Commonwealth, like Australia. As I understand it, anyway. This location is god-awful, and I hate you for giving it to me. I should mention I have a hard stop today at 4:30. If for some reason we cannot record all 10 videos, we will pick it up on Tuesday. Oh my god, it's a better camera. But the crew game is an early game today. It's at 5:30, so I need to wait about 4:30 to make sure I am set to go. Park headquarters. I would like to get to the park headquarters. I figured we were in a U.S. national park. I guess we gotta try and find the entrance. I was afraid of that. This is the road I entered. Oh. Okay. Back to the parking lot. Taking the good road. I did. I have to take the good road this way. Got it. Highway intersection. Great. So that's just the entirety of the southern United States. Literally coast to coast. What is this? I don't know, but there's roadrunners here. Oh wait, I'll go back to that. I want to look at the roadrunner sign first though. Art of something Wildlife Trail West, Texas. Interesting. Interesting. This is the Seminole Canyon State Historical Park, Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. We are in Tejas on the 90. I don't know where the Seminole Valley is, so that's kind of a problem. Aha. Ah, it's on State Park Road 67. That's awful. You're down here. It's not going to be 5,000 points, but we weren't down there. We were in the camping area. Oh, this game. Look at me, my story this week apparently is just close. Although now that we're in some sort of part of France, it's going to get much worse. May not be France. It's not France. We're driving on the left. Oh, good lord, we're in South Africa? No. We're in the United Kingdom? This doesn't look like England. What the hell? Maybe the back plate is something. Damn it. Looks like England to you. Alright, well, whatever. I did say it was France originally. They're pretty similar, although I can't think of a single one of my family members that would have liked that comparison. But they're fairly similar, topographically. At least northern France, obviously. Hello, quaint village. It's the corner shop on Spa Road. One of the Cameroon players pushed the ref and didn't get a card. That's amazing. In almost every code I can think of, that's an instant card. This must be a real heated game. The Lord Nelson. It's for sale. Would you like one? Now we're on Main Road. I mean, look, here's the thing. If this is a 67 challenge, then I would expect myself to be on the A67. The A67 would be kind of like the York area. So I could just go there and try and find the 67, but then I'd have no idea what village we just went through. Spit at someone or just spit? There's a huge difference. You're allowed to spit. You're not allowed to spit at. So if you could reasonably assume that they were spitting and someone just happened to be in that direction, well, that's one thing. Well, then they definitely... That's actually a red card in the laws of football. Darlington. Welcome to the borough of Darlington. Gateway to the Tees Valley. I kind of almost know where that is, but not at all, so... Leaving Darlington? No, County of Durham. Land of the Prince Bishops. Wow. Alright, well, let's assume it's the 67, right? Yeah, I knew it would be York area. A little farther north than that. There's Durham. There's the 167. Gotta make your temporary pet some scrambled eggs. Excuse me? My mind is going in all sorts of directions right now. Are we on the 167? Is that what's happening right here? There's Darlington. It appears that we might be. We're heading... eastish? Here's the 67. Well, I don't remember going underneath the M1. But it did say we're going into Darlington. Wait. We're heading west into Darlington? Welcome to Teesdale. We're heading west into Teesdale. Well, I mean, the 67's right here. I'm going to assume we're outside the M7. There's the River Tees. Hello, Football Mad Gamer. Welcome to the pond. You know the area? It's the Teesdale area. I know this area very well. There's a little pond, or a little stream. As we're basically heading due east-west at this point and about to swing south. And then we go through a town. Was the town Gainford? Are we right here? Spa on Spa Road? Was. Maybe I should have clicked on the river. It could not be the A66. You didn't know that though, because you just got here. This is this challenge is called something 67. So every road we're on is the 67. Spirit of 67. So for this challenge only, everything is on the 67. Big bird. Looks like New Zealand. $66 is a good guess, so I mean it was around there. $66 is the main road into Darlington. Makes sense. Wait under wait ba 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 da. I kind of just want to find the 67 in New Zealand and go for it. It'll be another challenge where I'm less than 10 points from perfect, if that's the case, though. If I can actually find it. Which would just bother me a little bit. Also, speaking of people who are usually close to perfect, has anyone seen Nighty in a while? I have not seen him. Growing concern. I hope he's okay. Something Hotel is coming up, so that'll be helpful. Hopefully. He might be busy again. I mean, that's fair. I'm sure he's okay. There's a tavern. Motor camp. West what? Westport is in 43 kilometers. Okay, so got another clue. 67 is on the South Island. Presumably. To zoom in. Svalbard, that's awesome. There's a sign next to me. Mokahinul. No, I mean it just kind of confirms I'm on New Zealand, but it's Westport that would be more helpful, I would think. I mean, there are no 6s on the North Island, right? No, it's just 5s. There's Westport. Aha! 43 kilometers away. There's a Mokahinui. I don't know how we're going to get this one, unless we happen to be in Hector when we started, or we're real close to it. I mean, we're along this somewhere. We're south by southeast, and we're going to take a turn east. I guarantee that. There's a lodge in 250 meters, so we went about a kilometer to get to the lodge. Which is not very well labeled. Some coup. He's talking about the lodge. We're quite some ways from Hector, I suspect. And we're 43 kilometers away from Westport. How far is a kilometer? That was some beef, you are correct. What are you? Ives Street? Interesting. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Ives Street. We're here right now. Okay. Good. So, we started up here, some distance from the water. We're up in this. House there, but I don't think we're going to see it listed. Well, this is the lodge that was advertised. That's the driveway. Could be along this. Could legitimately be here. I don't think so. I think we're actually here. Or here. I like that better. Ooh, should have stuck with the first one. There it is. I don't feel that bad then. 24,984 is still quite a respectable score. Goodness gracious. Ooh, I rank higher than Dizzy? Wow. Thanks, I do my best game. Thank you, JP, for sending in that Spirit of 67 challenge. I really do appreciate that. If you'd like to send in your own challenge, it's super easy. Just head over to geoguessr.com and create a challenge link from any map that you would like me to play. Send it to me over a private message on my Discord server. You can do !Discord if you would like to get information for that, or it's down in the description both on Twitch and YouTube. What's next? Well, if you're watching on Twitch, there's more GeoGuessr. If you're watching on YouTube, there's whatever else you want to do on YouTube. Check out my entire back catalog. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube, by the way, also, and the follow button on Twitch if you haven't done already, if you would like to know more about what I do. There is currently a subscription and follower drive happening on both platforms with incentives for both. So check those out. But again, if you're watching on Twitch, stick around. If you're watching on YouTube, this is it until tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Subscribe to the channel to stay updated to everything as it happens. Until next time, cheers.